Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to run multiple operating systems on a single computer without afflicting with the primary operating system. Let's say I want to run, I have Windows 7, but I want Windows 2000 and I want Windows ME. Yeah, I know, who wants Windows ME? But let's say I want to run those, in the background where I can, it still works like a real operating system, like it was on a real computer, all at the same time. There's a way to do that, and it's called virtualization, and it's a little like emulators, like the old classic GBA games or Game Boy games you would see with a on a computer instead of actually having a real Game Boy in. It's the same concept, and what you do is there are many ones for operating systems. You have Microsoft Virtual PC. There's VirtualBox, VMware. I have VMware in Virtual PC. I recommend VMware, but we're going to go with Virtual PC today because it's the easiest to install. I guess it's for beginners. For virtualization, once you get more advanced, you can start using complicated ones like VirtualBox or VMware. And yeah, it's very cool, and virtualization is a lot of fun. Today I'm going to show you how to set it up and actually use it, so you can use it safely. And it's cool because even if you have like over 100 viruses inside the actual virtualization, it's not going to afflict with your real computer, so it's pretty cool if you want to practice stuff. If you want to practice manipulating bliss files, like the files that make the operating system run without worrying about damaging it, you can get a virtual PC, and so you can mess around with it without actually having to risk anything, because it's completely free. And it's amazing, isn't it? Well, what's even more amazing, I'm going to show you how to do it finally. So you want to go to your internet, and and you want to type in Microsoft Virtual. I'm a horrible typer. Virtual PC download. All right. You want to type these keywords because if you don't, Microsoft might want to lead you to a different link. What I mean by that, it's basically, oops, I have music on. It'll try and lead you to a link that's an uninstaller, and of course you have to have the program first to uninstall it. The link you want to click on is the one that says download Virtual PC 2007 Microsoft Download Center. It should be this one. It should be under the home page link. You want to click on it, and it's gonna just show you. It says say time money is Virtual PC, and even though it says 2007 because they haven't updated it in 5 years, excuse me, that it will still run Windows 7. However, it says your operating system is not supported by this type of virtualization hardware, and it's just don't know what it's talking about. And it'll still run. In fact, it even runs faster on Windows 7. Probably run 3 of them at the same time, and your computer will still run super fast. So there are two different types of downloads. You have a 32-bit and a 64-bit. Choose whatever one you want. Let's just go ahead and get the 64-bit so we have a really good one. It's going to save its application to execute. Just save it to wherever you want. I'm going to save it to my desktop for laziness, and I'm going to push save. And as you can see, it takes around 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes to download. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out so you don't have to be abused by it. I can do card courses. Alright, so you can just go ahead and exit out, of course, and you're going to find one that says Setup Execute, and it's going to look like a disk. You just click on it, and you should wait for it, and a wizard should pop up prompting you if you want to download it or not. It says you want to install previous versions of Virtual PC for its installation. This is because I already have it installed on my computer. The installation process is very easy, so you can go ahead and do that yourself. You don't really, I would assume you need help because of how easy it is. It's basically just like any other wizard. It should create a shortcut in your desktop. I don't think it does though, so just click up your start menu and just search for Virtual PC, PC and then you should find the shortcut for it right here, and then you can just click on it, drag it to your desktop, and then you'll have a shortcut. Yeah, I know. Alright, so there you go. Once you have it installed, in order to make it working, of course, we need a virtual hard disk. A virtual hard disk is basically is what we need from an operating system in order for it to run Microsoft Virtual PC. Others may vary on what they run. For example, VMware. VMware runs on an ISO, which is basically the files that it's basically a file format for a disk, any type of CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc, or anything. A virtual hard disk is basically, a saved, mounted, image of where you left off from a virtual hard disk, and hence the word virtual, because it runs on Microsoft Virtual PC or other ones. That's why it's called VHD. It has a VHD extension. To find it, you can just search Google or YouTube. A bunch of YouTube videos have downloads in their description for it. I like to just search. I like MediaFire. MediaFire is pretty reliable. We just search like MediaFire, and let's say we want a Windows 2000 virtual hard disk. Windows 2000. You want VHD and capitalize. Alright. And right here, obviously, one was not on Windows. I mean, not MediaFire, but you can find on other websites like FileShare, Down Archive, 4 Mega Upload. There are YouTube videos with links in description. I mean, there's a ton of websites. It's very easy to find. And most of all, you probably won't have to worry about torrents. If you're wanting to do something like a Windows 7 virtual hard disk, or you got to get ISO for Windows 7, then you got to use torrents, such as a Pirate Bay or something like that. But I wouldn't recommend doing that. So once you find one, virtual hard disks usually take around anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes to download. They take a while to download. This is a freaking operating system you're downloading. It's going to take a while to just go through the pain, and you'll like the results. Once you have a virtual hard disk, for example, I'm going to go to my documents, and I have in downloads, I have the Windows 98 hard disk. To set up a hard disk, you open up Virtual PC. You're going to find the Virtual PC console, and what you want to do is you want to go to where it says New. It's going to bring the wizard up. Basically, this wizard helps you create and configure, a new virtual, new operating system on Virtual PC. Just push Next. And you can choose one. You can add an existing, use default, or create a new one. I like to use just push Create a Virtual Machine. Push Next. You can name it whatever you want. For example, I believe it even runs OS 2 that was designed by IBM. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Windows 2008 server, all kind of ones it supports. If it doesn't, you can just call it Other. But call it whatever you want. This is basically the name for it. So I'm going to push Fog. Push Next, and just push Other. It shows you right here. It shows you ones it supports. Okay, it does do OS 2. Okay. You can push Next. You can adjust the RAM for it. You can generally to make a good running operating system, you probably want to set around 2 gigs of RAM. Most virtual virtual operating systems generally maximum probably up to 60 gigs of memory. They don't need that much because it's not actually a real operating system, it's just a virtualization, so you don't need much memory or RAM or kind of that stuff. So you can just find around, you can just use your recommended RAM. Next, an existing virtual hard disk, and then you want to browse for it. Once you find it, you push Next, and it'll finish, and then you'll have it set up and running. For example, right here I already have 2 pre-installed, Windows 98 and Windows 2000. More now, when you load up one, it's going to prompt you for a num lock or on or off, and what it does is, I'll go ahead and do a little tutorial. Let's say I click on Windows 98. That's not a good one. It's going to bring me to full screen, and right here Keep it in caps lock. As you can see, Windows 98 is loading. Just like I would on a regular machine, I have the regular mouse as I would here. Here, let me get this back. Alright. And I just push OK. And now I'm running Windows 98. This is really funny, the way this auto pan works. So now I got Windows 98. If you want, I have it on full screen mode. If you go into full screen mode, if you want to go out of full screen mode, the quick key to get out of full screen mode is Alt-Enter. And you will be exited out of full screen mode. Some of them, they require you to put your mouse to have direct input. If you want to exit out, you just push the right Alt, and your mouse will return. See, now I have my regular mouse. See, I have regular mouse, and once I enter in Windows 98, I'd have the Windows 98 mouse. See, if I press right Alt, it turns to the Windows 7 mouse. So that's how you get in and out of virtualization. So that's about it. And then you can mount a CD image by pushing CD and just capture ISO image in case, because this can run ISOs, you just push capture ISO image. It can also run floppies, and you can push full screen mode. To do full screen, you just push right Alt Enter. It's going to bring you to full screen mode. Alright. So now I can do tutorials of Windows 2098. Yay! Alright. So that's about it. Well, I hope this helped, guys. Again, if you want to exit out, you can either turn it off and do a save state, or I'm just going to shut it down. See, it shuts down just like it would in a regular one. Reminds me of the old days, doesn't it? I remember when I had mine on a computer. Once you exit out, it's saved, and if you push save state, it's going to leave off, and it's going to still run the background, so you want that much memory holding up, you can just shut it down so it doesn't use up that much memory. Alright guys, well that's it, and I hope it really helped for you. And I guess I'll see you guys next time in the next tutorial. Alright guys, see ya.